Okay, happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Where's my card?
It was 4 years ago, almost the day we started this channel.
Feels like 10. No, it doesn't.
Feels like 2 to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with about 1.1 million views on our channel.
Wow. Thanks, Mum.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? And 136 videos, I think, over last count.
Joking. Mind you, 4 years.
And it's been a really interesting journey where we've learnt a lot. Because our first video wasn't that great. Was
Well,
it?
it's unboxing. Who does unboxing? Nobody does unboxing these days. Welcome to Russ and Loz's video channel. A little bit of context. We're filming in a deserted, abandoned Victorian villa. And we're going to be unboxing the Leica Q2 special edition of Daniel Craig and some other chap. And you sat there like that?
Yeah, I was really still. I didn't know what to do with myself. I got camera conscious or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I started, well, this is what we're going to do with this video. We're going to talk about where we come from with our photography, how we met.
Yes.
Why we started doing this channel.
Yeah, I still don't know why, but go on.
No.
I'll find out when you tell everybody.
We yet to discover. And then we've got a competition.
Ooh,
we've got a giveaway.
The giveaway, yes. To wait till the end for that, though.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
How did you start out with
photographing?
Photography.
So on my 13th birthday, my mum and dad gave me a Russian camera called a FED, a rangefinder. And I have this vague memory of going on a school trip to Paris and walking around then with my camera and my light meter, checking the light, then setting. I must have got the mick taken out of me, something awful.
13?
I know, when I was 13,
impressive.
yeah. Then I moved up to an A1, which was just, you could choose between shutter and aperture priority and automatic exposure. And we've just bought some film, because you've got yours, you'll tell us about that in a minute, so we're going to use it next week. But then I remember my first digital video camera. It was just before they started building the sort of the tape recorder bit into the body of the camera.
Oh, right.
So my first one, I had like, it was almost like one of those old cassette recorders you put over your shoulder. You put your tape in there, your video tape in there, and there was a lead from that to the camera.
Blimey.
And I actually videoed my then sister-in-law's wedding and put some music on it or something with that. But I have another vague memory of going to Stonehenge as a tourist, obviously, didn't live there. And I remember seeing some Japanese tourists walking around and they had this camera and you could see the picture on the back of the camera and I was like, oh, what is this magic? And that was obviously like a really early digital camera. And I was like, oh, I want one of those. And then for some reason, and I can't remember when this was, I decided to get back in. I want to go back until I get in a proper camera. And I don't know why, bearing in mind that I had Canon film cameras back in the day, I chose Nikon. Anyway, I started off with the Nikon D50, then D200, D300, D600 or D610, then up to the D750, which was a brilliant camera, and then got into the mirrorless. But back in the day when I had film cameras, when I bought my first house, the little bedroom would turn into a dark room.
Ooh.
So I was developing and printing black and white film. And I remember I won a photo prize in the local paper. I took a few photos, developed the film, printed them out. And I took this one photo where it looked like a small sort of racing car and the driver's at the front, but it was like a little bucket seat or buggy seat thing at the back, and there was a dog in it looking backwards, which was quite funny. Where did you start then, or how old were you?
Right, so I was born.
You were born with a camera in your hand?
With stars in my eyes, basically.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah. Both my parents are really artistic, creative people. My dad was a film photographer in the 60s and 70s. Mum's an artist, and so at the age of 9 years old, I was the lead singer in a rock band. Golden blonde hair.
Oh my God!
Lawrence of Arabia.
We need photos. We need photos in this video.
I loved films. I was constantly watching films as a kid. I wanted to be a film creator, and my parents bought me a old Sony Digicam camera, and I used it all the time, everywhere we went. And I'm still struggling to find the tapes, but I've got some still on my YouTube. And I was just going around everywhere on holidays. And I look back at the videos now, I'm like, my God, that's terrible. And but the value in them is seeing my family in them. Even though I was trying to avoid my family at the time, now I'm looking back at them because there's like relatives that have gone now and me, you know, passed on and stuff. I'm like, wow, it's amazing to see myself and my family there. But anyway, yeah. Then I went to uni, did media degree, did a bit of photography, not a lot actually. And then I did film photography at college and things like that. Never really got into photography that much until I left university. And I went back into it because it was something I could do on my own. I couldn't get a job in the media industry. I was one of those graduates, you think, oh, the world's my oyster now.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a job. So I started going into photography and become a sound engineer part-time. And then I started taking photos of bands and stuff, and they started hiring me.
Those were the days.
Yeah, and I did loads of music photography and music videos, and that led to event photography work. People started hiring me, and it kind of snowballed from there, and I became a photographer. I thought, this is actually I can earn money from this. So I've really enjoyed my first memory of proper photography from my dad's Minolta camera, which I've still got from the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah.
I used it, and it's amazing. The feedback when I used to go out on my bike with the camera strapped around my back on a sunny day, taking photos.
I mean, you've actually though made your whole living out of photography, which is very impressive.
It took like 10 years before I could go full time with it.
Right.
So I was working in retail. I even tried to be a music star.
Star?
Yeah, stars in my eyes. I was born with it. So I was making my own music videos.
Okay.
And performing in them as well.
I've seen one actually. Now you've sent me to. You're playing the guitar and singing.
I've done loads.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been doing it since I had a camera.
Well, if you put one of these on here, just keep it down to like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. All right.
What? Not the whole set of music videos.
Not really. No.
Okay.
I used to play in a band as well, but I think that was before video cameras were a thing. So,
but we both did bits on our own YouTube channels way before we started this channel. So I found
a little bit
unboxing videos. I've done bits on comparing Mac computers. They're awful videos. So I've started this kind of thing a long time ago, and I didn't even know.
Veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have kept going.
So how did we meet?
Okay.
So how long ago was it?
So I was just looking back. We met at a local music event, and then I was holding my D750 on a monopod, manually focusing, because I mean, from what I said earlier, the D750 you can take video with it, but you couldn't use autofocusing because it wasn't great and the noise. But manual focusing, it was fine, and I had one of those little screens on the back of it. So I was doing that, killing myself for 3 nights with all of these cameras, and I had a separate sound recorder. Then there's this other young bloke over the other side of the theatre taking a few photos. I thought, oh God, I bet he's getting paid for this, and I'm not, because my stepdaughter's asked me to do it. And he's going to take half a dozen photos, pop home, edit them in 10 minutes. We probably didn't talk the first 2 nights or something, but at some point we just said, all right, hello, you know. Because I think I always thought other photographers were really cliquey and nobody wanted to make eye contact and talk to you. So we just thought, oh, we'll have to, getting on all right, we'll have to meet up and just. But then I can't remember when we first had a meeting after that. No. But then it was probably another, because this is like 8-9 years ago. Yeah. It must have been another 4 years until we started this.
I think we had I think one of us got a job we wanted each other's help with.
Ah, right.
I think that rings a bell, but I've no idea what it is.
No.
But I think it was probably another music job. I thought, oh yeah, I'll get Loz to help out with something, or vice versa. That would make sense. And then we started. But yeah, it took us 4 years later because we both encouraged our gearhead nature in each other, didn't we? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we talked about, because we were changing from DSLRs to mirrorless, and we were talking about it a lot and comparing stuff, and we thought, why don't we just film this stuff? Because we talk about it every day. We do it. We've got gear to do it.
Interested.
Yeah, and we've got the gear to do it.
Yeah.
And then we just started from there.
Yeah.
I think it's been really, it's been a journey, hasn't it? There's been a lot. At first, when we started doing proper reviews, we got trolled a lot, didn't we? And we had a lot of bad comments and stuff.
Yeah.
And nearly put us off doing it.
Yeah.
then it seemed to mellow off, and we found
Well, no,
a good
it's
audience.
brilliant. There's a lovely community. There probably has really. Some of the comments are just. Some people put so much effort into them. The detail. Some of them are so technical. I don't understand them.
But we've started doing this buy us a coffee thing, which I didn't think would really do anything. But now we've started to get members on the channel. People are subscribing and donations, and so we're going to go with that and do it. You're going to get sneak previews to the videos we release, and trying to think of other benefits to members. And so as we've got 4-year anniversary and things seem to be moving on for us with different areas. Well, obviously you've been encouraging this for a few years, haven't you, about a logo, and I've kind of brushed it off.
I mention it, he ignores me. Mention it a year later, he ignores me.
But our new reveal is that we have a new logo.
Yeah. Have we decided on that?
Yeah.
Okay. We will by the time you edit this.
Yeah, we're still working on a few details on it. But yeah, we've got a new logo, a bit more modern. Yeah. Maybe start, you're keen to do merchandise, aren't you?
Yeah, we need a strap line. So hopefully there's a strap line on the logo that we've chosen by the time you get to editing it.
Our most popular video.
Well, it will be a gear video.
Of course.
No, I don't know which one it is.
It's the 24 to
120 F4.
Yeah.
Is it?
75,000 views.
Which isn't heck.
That's for our channel. That's quite high. Obviously, it's by far the biggest.
Right.
Which is I know. That's quite incredible. And the top
just
part,
click, don't they? And you get a load of views. Others just don't get seen so much.
Sometimes it's YouTube.
Down to the algorithm, I suppose, or whatever. So which videos have you actually enjoyed making the most?
It is the wildlife ones.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's when we went to London last year and walked around and made a video about that. I really loved that.
So it's the bit everyone's been waiting for. The competition giveaway. Now you've had something.
Yes. So I've got too many camera bags. This one was a Kickstarter. Bevis top shelf. Yeah, the top shelf.
2 litres?
22 litres, yeah. So I sort of put my name down on when it first started out on Kickstarter. The trouble was that it was ages between paying the money on Kickstarter and it probably, I don't know, it could have been almost 18 months or 2 years before you ended up with the bag. And the trouble was, by that time, I'd already bought an alternative, probably a low pro bag. So it's sort of been sitting around now for a good while, I have to admit. I've never used it. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. It's like an ice cream.
There we go.
Ice cream.
Ice creams. Yeah. So the idea is then you open this up and you can do stuff without putting it down. Yeah. So it's never been used. However, it is a bit dusty. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
We're going to try and give it a bit of a wipe over, but you know, it's free. So
it's free, yeah. So if anyone's interested, there's some things you have to do. You have to subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
You have to like the video.
Yeah.
And in the comments, you have to put what you would use it for. What
you're going to use it for.
And where you're from, because we'd like to
in the
see,
world, where in the world are you? So
I know YouTube does tell us, but it's so vague. So I'd like to see, you know, where you're from, UK, US, wherever. And it'd just be interesting to see where all our viewers are actually coming from. So yeah, if you're interested, they'll be running for 3 weeks and end on I did write the date down on when I wanted to do it.
He's got this, look at this.
Yeah, 26th of March is the final day, 2025.
And then we're going to randomly pick, we'll put all those names in a hat.
Yeah.
Randomly pick one out.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks to everyone for over the years.
Yeah, supporting us and
liking, commenting, subscribing to us and keeping us going.
The comments are amazing.
Yeah.
So, we're just two blokes that do a bit of photography every now and then.
Yeah, and do videos and trying to be entertaining. And I think we have found our little place in the big YouTube universe. Some people have commented on the last video saying, yeah, we have a nice pace and we're not over-hyping or anything.
No, and we never have a I mean, it must be hard to believe we don't have a script. Well, I'm afraid to disappoint, we don't.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time. So
if you go to somewhere like the desert, the first few days, you might not see all the colours that are there because it's all, you might just see it as brown or something. The longer you're in a certain environment with different colours, the more colours you see.
Because the brain is adapting.
Yeah. So if you spend like a day there, you'll see a range of different colours, tones. Even like with grass and fields and the sky. It's amazing, isn't it?
We started.